This is the project presented in the second edition of the Reinventing Cities competition in Madrid. Participating projects must meet challenges that ensure a high level of sustainability, efficiency, and social engagement. The competition is part of the special programs of the city's Climate Leadership Group, better known as C40. This project begins with the story of two plots, created like so many to be part of industrial areas, which, absorbed in their activity, are unconnected to the beings that inhabit them. But C40 offers these plots the opportunity to have a different life, to become an industrial park, with a deep emphasis on the meaning of the word park. A sustainable park, a driving force behind the balance of business activity, society, and the environment, and which goes beyond the requirements of the competition with innovative and replicable practices. This is the story of High Life, a story which naturally starts with a dialogue with the environment, which, as indicated by its name in Spanish, La Atalayuela, is placed as a watchtower on the urban outskirts and is strategically positioned within all of the green spaces of the city. It has also been taken into account that the future metropolitan forest is only 400 meters south of the plots, and nature covering 9,000 square meters of groves, wetlands, landscaped areas and rainwater pools. This natural infrastructure will form the basis for a business ecosystem which is the driving force behind the incipient development of La Atalayuela towards its more sustainable side. In addition to C40 requirements, the development is determined by program requirements, focused on two buildings for logistics activity. The first of these, located on Plot A, will have large cross-docking and office spaces. And the second, located on Plot B, used for classification of goods, will have a parking area for vans on the top floor. There will also be photovoltaic energy production plant on the roof of both buildings. This use of the space and distribution across two floors frees up a surface large enough for the aforementioned green spaces. In addition to High Life's two clear commitments, innovation and mixed-use development, a nursery school in the south area of Plot B, and a hydrogen station on the north side of this plot. On the other hand, the entire proposal steers clear of the hard and rigid outward appearance traditionally associated with industrial and logistics centres. The proposal of High Life is determined by the use of materials, such as cork and wood, significant presence of plants in both environments and buildings, and glass in enclosures. All of these materials mean that High Life is a light proposal, with changing transparency and nature, monitoring the incidence of sunlight inside during the day. And they bring it into focus, like a bright torch and lighthouse in the night landscape, and also as a reference of industrial and urban sustainability which may be replicated. In Plot A, a volume of square proportions provides space for cross-docking operations, which are split into two separate and flexible floors of 7,000 square meters each. The building on Plot B, which is a long piece of 4,000 square meters, is designed around a conveyor belt and a sorter for small parcels. FM Logistics Group is a reference in the logistics sector for more than 50 years. It is present in 14 countries, with almost 30,000 employees all over the world, 4 million square meters of logistics facilities built, an annual turnover of more than 1,400 billion euros, and it undertakes 100% of the financing, construction, and implementation of the logistics activity on its platforms with its own resources and companies, thanks to the involvement of all the units of the group, of which FM Logistics works as a logistics operator in the supply chain and transport, NG Concept designs and builds secure and sustainable integrated real estate logistics solutions for FM Logistic, developing its concept of multi-customer and multi-activity platforms close to the customer or industrial areas. City Login implements the sustainable urban logistics solution for the Iberian Peninsula. FM Foundation, whose object is to support, accompany and co-build social projects that promote occupational integrity and help vulnerable children. The shared values of trust, performance and openness, the stability of the parts involved, and their desire for sustainable development have made it possible for this project to fully show the vision that we share to be teams creating solutions for a sustainable supply chain dedicated to a better quality of life. It also has a sustainability policy based on 3 pillars: take care of their people, developing sustainable supply chain services, and improving the environmental footprint of its activities. FM Logistics saw the ideal area and well-connected plots of La Atalayuela, located 15 minutes from the centre, in which to carry out the activities of CityLogin, its low-emission urban distribution business. CityLogin will directly manage the cross-docking spaces, while the hydrogen station, the photovoltaic plant, the nursery school and the training room will be awarded to external companies by means of concession and once construction has been completed. In conclusion, innovative architecture and urban planning that have been detailed in this presentation are what makes it possible for the complexity of an urban project to become a viable reality, a manual of good practice, evocative and replicable. They represent the threads that weave a balanced coexistence between the different economic, well-being, beauty or health needs, giving rise to natural, diverse, healthy, lively and regenerative urban spaces with efficient and pleasant mobility. Places where they can, in short, develop harmonious and respectful lives in cities where they want to live and enjoy themselves.